What's up, everybody? Aaron Nagler here with Cheesehead TV, coming to you live on Victory Monday. The Packers are 2-0. Control of the NFC North is theirs for the time being. And we've heard from Matt LaFleur, heard from the players in the locker room. Thought I'd jump on and hear from you guys, Packer fans, because you're what matters, right? LaFleur, as per his now usual practice, not giving any injury updates, though he did rule out Raven Green for Sunday's game against the Broncos, but he will not tip his hand on whether or not Oren Burks would be ready. So, a bit of juggling there at the inside of the defense, I would think. Looks beautiful in Green Bay. It is beautiful. Nicole, hello. Thanks for jumping on. So we'll see what Mike Pettin has to draw up to counter Joe Flacco and company at the interior part of his defense. Josh Jackson should be starting. Why? They're playing really well. Why would you upset the apple cart? What's Florio saying about Rodgers? Who cares? 2-0. When will Aaron Rodgers be ready? Absolutely loving this defense. Ryan, I'm here to tell you, man. I've been putting out videos all day on Twitter. I would encourage you to go check them out. Rodgers played a hell of a game yesterday. There were certainly things you'd like to clean up on the offensive side of the ball after they went up 21-0, but holy cow, that guy's fastball is back. He threw some ridiculous freaking passes yesterday. The offense is going to stub its toe. I've been saying it all summer. It's going to take a while for it all to gel, but the defense is playing lights out, and they're winning games, and that's all that matters. Tony Brown made a nice special teams play, blocking the extra point. Michael, is interesting. Matt with The Athletic just asked LaFleur if he had heard that Tony Brown told the special teams coach that he had the timing down. He said, give him the green light, he's got it. And when they pushed that extra point, that's exactly what he did. That's a big play. Brown contributing however he can. Can they go cornerback heavy in the dime while Raven is hurt? That's a possibility. That's kind of what we saw Pettin do early last year. He used a bunch of defensive back kind of combinations in lieu of adding that extra inside linebacker. Oh, Zachary. Would you trade Jackson plus a pick for Minka? No. Stop trying to ship out Josh Jackson. He's just in his second year. And besides, I mean, when you talk about trying to get Minka Fitzpatrick, it's going to take a premium pick. They don't want players. They're tanking. What do you think of the combination between Taylor and Jenkins at left guard? Duke, interesting response from LaFleur saying that he thought both of them did some nice things and he saw the competition continuing. Man, I say, if I'm coach, I put Jenkins in and just let the rookie take his lumps and just be on your way. Lane has fought the good fight. I like him. I think he played better yesterday. But to me, I think Jenkins is just a better overall fit, stronger, definitely better in the run game. I think you let Jenkins take his lumps and get him on the field now. But that's just me. Is Rodgers missing any guys open downfield by not taking shots? I don't know. The All-22 isn't up yet, so I'll have to wait and see. But I don't think so. Dylan, thank you for the super chat. Fan of the game here. I won free pizza for a year. There you go. Hope you checked out the post-game show yesterday. Hans, what's up? Thanks for the super chat. Number 2D in the league. Offense will get there. Cheers from Atlanta. What's up? Thanks, Hans. Thanks so much for the super chat. Very much appreciated. Why no play-by-play yesterday? Ricky, home games most likely we won't have watch parties. We won't have many watch parties this year, actually. We'll have them for big games, like maybe the Kansas City nationally televised game. But yeah, we're not going to do watch parties every week. Savage, somebody asking about Savage's injury. Rob Domofsky of ESPN reported last night that the boot is mostly precautionary. He got kicked in the shin on the final play, but it doesn't sound like he has a serious injury. How do we keep so many ticket holders? Oh, man, the whole Vikings crowd thing is so upsetting, but I mean, what are you going to do? That's America, right? They're your tickets. You can do what you want with them. What will it take for the offense to click, in my opinion? Just time, man. It's anybody who's watched me, Packers Daily, over the summer, I've been saying it all offseason. It's going to take 6, 7, 8 weeks for the offense to get completely on track. Anyone who's ever gone through a scheme change on the offensive side of the ball, who I've talked to, coaches, players, whatever, they all say the same thing. It takes at least a month to a month and a half to really start to gel, to really click. And a lot of that is down on the offensive line. Getting the timing down, both in the run game and pass pro. But look, it's the way they came out, that's what you want to see. You're never going to see that for all 60 minutes. That's just inhuman. But the fact that they were able to put up 21 in successive drives is really super promising this early in the season. It's never going to be that easy, but you got to like what you see. And look, they had a lot of opportunities to put more points on the board. They just shot themselves in the foot, whether it's Rodgers, misreading the fourth down, which he thought was a first down, or it was Geronimo Allison fumbling in field goal range. I mean, those are points being taken off the board. So they move the ball. They just got to finish and stop, killing themselves with penalties and mistakes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Got another super chat here. Tony, thanks for the super chat. Who and what is Tremont Smith, and where does he fit? Oh, I believe that's news breaking just as I went on. I don't know yet. I'll let you know when I find out. Oh, now here's a super chat, JJ, that I can get behind. If Aaron Rodgers is Luke Skywalker, does that mean... Oh, wait, why does it go away? If Aaron Rodgers is Luke Skywalker, does that mean Mike McCarthy is Obi-Wan Kenobi? It's a good question. If he's Luke Skywalker, maybe McCarthy's Kenobi, but what does that make Tom Clements? I don't know. I'll have to have a good long think on that and get back to you. Nags, any chance Alexander and King can be the best cornerback tandem in the league? Sure. But do you really care? I mean, that whole ranking thing, I don't understand fans who consume sports that way. I know that makes me a weirdo, but because I know it's what drives most online chatter, it drives radio stations, etc., but who cares where they are in the league? Man, just watch them ball out for the Packers and enjoy it. I mean, I'm not coming at you. I know that's prevailing how lots of people think about it, but I just don't care. Oh, here we go. Vitale lined up in the slot. Yes, John, not only that, he lined up outside the numbers, like split out wide. And now here is a very true story. Last night, I left Banky's place. I went down Oneida. I stopped at Chipotle. I'm having a little Chipotle all by myself, and who walks in but Danny Vitale? I told him, good game. I saw you being split out there, and he was like, oh yeah, we're setting something up there. So be on the lookout for Vitale split out left. Something's coming. I'm really excited. We need touchdown Jesus. Q King. Interestingly enough, if you watch the touchdown, the route that Kumaro runs there is instrumental in getting him one-on-one coverage. He kind of draws coverage away from Gmo on that play. Trade for Minka Fitzpatrick? I have a video about that on our YouTube page, our YouTube channel. You should check it out. Man, 2-0 feels so damn good, Nags. Doesn't it, though? Doesn't 2-0 feel great? That's what I'm talking about. Should Davis be taking some of Gmo's snaps? Nah, man, nah. What is the severity of Green's injury? We don't know. LaFleur won't give anything up. There's been no reporting on it, but LaFleur did rule him out for the game on Sunday already. All I know is it didn't look good. It doesn't look good. When was the last time they started 2-0? That's a good question. Was it 2015? It's been a while. Nags, what is the key to beating Denver in week 2? Not turning the ball over. If they take care of the football, if they win the turnover battle, they'll win the game. It's pretty simple. Aaron 2-0, and it was the Bears and Vikings. Who the F saw that coming? Not me. I thought for sure they'd be 1-1, but hell yes, I'll take 2-0. No doubt about it. LaFleur more tight-lipped than McCarthy? I just think he's trying to start his tenure off by not having to give injury updates any time and all the time. I mean, I know McCarthy got sick of it. That's why they moved his press conference time around to before practice. So if there were injuries during practice, he wouldn't have to talk about it afterwards. Look, I get it. We want to have the information. The reporters want the information so they can give it out. But I understand a coach not giving out any more than he has to. There's an injury report for a reason. And past that, he's not required to say anything else. So that's what he does. Greetings from the Netherlands. What's up? I met some European Packers fans yesterday. It's good to see you all on board. It's early, but do you think this defense is good enough to hang with offenses like the Chiefs, Ravens, and Patriots? Yes. Corey finally giving in to J.K. Scott. Michael, he's going to tell you that he never hated J.K. Scott, which I believe is true. He just hated using a draft pick on a punter, which I get. Nothing wrong with that. Mike, thanks for the super chat. Kenny Clark was a beast yesterday. Pro Bowl, yes. Hell, Pro Bowl, All Pro, give it to him. He is all of that. I said last night, I was watching the game back, and I tweeted out Kenny Clark was an absolute beast today. Obviously, that's a bit of an evergreen tweet, but he really was unblockable for much of the game yesterday afternoon. Nags, what are your thoughts on the new coaching staff? So far, so good. Early returns are very encouraging. I really like LaFleur's demeanor. I was asked about that last night on the post-game show at iHeartRadio. I really love how he's handled all of the scrutiny about the audible situation and about his relationship with Rodgers. Even yesterday when Rodgers was caught, barking at him up the sideline, he never, wasn't demonstrative, talked out whatever the issue was with Rodgers, and then sat on the bench with him and went over the film. I'm not here to say he's the next great coach or whatever, but so far early returns are really encouraging for Matt LaFleur. And I think the staff he's put together sure seems to be pushing the right buttons all across the board. So it's definitely encouraging early on. Do the Packers pay Blake Martinez? Patrick, that is a very interesting question. I was having that conversation with somebody else earlier this morning. It's tough because they got to get Kenny Clark locked up long term. That's the number one priority. After that, if Kevin King stays healthy, do you continue his progression of 1 year left, or do you lock him up? Blake, what's working in his favor to get paid, he's all they got. And he makes all the calls. So how do you let that walk out the door? The hard side, though, is that Blake knows if he hits free agency, he is going to get paid. So the only way he's going to stick around is if maybe the Packers offer him something just below, say, top market value, but enough to make him think, all right, I've started my career here, I've got a young family, I'm very involved in the community, and he takes a bit of a hometown discount. If he's down with that, then I think they keep him around. But if he's, wants to squeeze every dollar out of it, which he most certainly can, that's his prerogative, then I think he hits free agency and gets paid big time. But I don't see him getting big money here in Green Bay. Whoa, so many questions. You guys are so awesome. Hopefully we don't keep Blake. I love people rooting for him to leave. Like, yeah, let's go watch Oren Burks and BJ Goodson in the middle for a year and then get back to me. Lowry straight held all first half. Matt, Lowry had a fantastic freaking game yesterday. That's probably one of the best games he's played in a Packers uniform. I think, I was dubious when they paid him and let Mike Daniels go, but man, he's starting to shut me up as of yesterday because that was a hell of a performance. John, thank you for the super chat. What happened to the 2 running back sets after the first quarter? Well, clearly wasn't in the game plan, was in the opening script, but after that, just kind of went away. LaFleur talked about it a little bit today, but that specific question wasn't asked, which I would have loved to have asked if I'd had non-game day credentials, which I don't, because the Packers hate Cheesehead TV for whatever reason. But we'll see if it makes a return. I loved seeing it, though, and I loved how they played off each other. God, so many. Why do you love football, Nags? Because I breathe air? I was born a Packers fan? These are self-evident questions, I believe. Lancaster looked good yesterday. D-line is nasty. I very much agree. We need shirts of our cult leader. Who is that? The Bears got lucky with that roughing the passer call yesterday. Oh, what garbage was that? Oh my, that was almost as bad as Matthews last year. That was atrocious. Alexander's future star in the making. Totally agree. Just got to start holding on to the damn football. But hell, we had King with a drop week 1, brought it in week 2. That means Jair's got a drop this week, starts holding on next week against Flacco. I love petting on the sideline. The vibe seems good, right? Oh, I like it. Keep it up. Hated that I actually watched them win that game. I know, that Bears game was atrocious. What happens first? Offense loses a game or defense closes? Defense closes, of course. Packers 16-0 confirmed. Well, you heard it here. Zach has got it down here. Hi from Uruguay. What's up, Uruguay? What do you think about a pass pro scheme? A tight end on a DE or outside linebacker is outrageous. Well, Fernando, I wouldn't call it outrageous. It's unfortunate, though. That is for sure. And look, we've had now Jimmy Graham against Khalil Mack. We've had Jimmy Graham against Daniil Hunter. Let's just stop with Jimmy Graham blocking, shall we? Just send him out in a route. Now, and look, you can't just put that down to the scheme or LaFleur or even the pass pro in regards to, this is how they drew it up. That could be a Rodgers check at the line. The call may ask Jimmy to go out, and Rodgers may have made a check and kept him in. That's why it's so dangerous to assign things, blame or credit-wise, when you're talking about pass pro, you're talking about route concepts. So much changes on the field that we don't know about. Seems like Mahomes will be MVP. I tell you what, if he keeps up what he did yesterday, absolutely. I don't think there's any question about that. That was fucking surgical against the Raiders. How do we help you get credentials? Tweet Jason Wallers like fury, the Packers PR guy. That's all I can say. At this point, this has been going on 10 years. I have no more answers. I wish I knew. I was shocked that Dalvin Cook outran Savage, Alexander, and King. King ended up winning the foot race. Well, yeah, King had a pretty decent go of it, but I wasn't surprised. Dalvin Cook's a freaking rocket, man. I mean, you're not going to catch him once he's got a head of steam. Sly, thanks so much for the super chat. 2-0, old Milwaukee Monday. Enjoy it. Oh, old Milwaukee, thanks you for that sponsorship. Difference between this year's D and years past is the defensive series after the turnover and getting a stop after offense gives it back. I mean, isn't it nice to have that feeling in your gut, in your soul, that when the defense gets out there, they more often than not are going to make the stop? Rather than, oh boy, here we go again. Going to give up some big yardage, probably give up a touchdown. Nah. Now I expect them to make the stop. And if they don't, then it's a surprise rather than the other way around. That is good living. All right, everybody, I'm going to have to jump. Thank you so much for all the questions. I'm sorry if I couldn't get to yours. We got 466 people here on a Monday afternoon. It's a victory Monday. Your Packers are 2-0. Make sure you're checking out everything at cheeseheadtv.com, all the breakdowns, everything about the game. It's all there. And hey, hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies. Cheesehead TV on YouTube. Want to get that subscriber count up. Keep it up. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great Monday. I'll be back tomorrow. Go Pack Go.